Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from Heinz Field. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. On first down, Watson. Flushed out right. Right side, Claypool's got it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. So they get the completion, that's good, but Charles, probably not good to get hit on the first play of the game.
No coaching staff ever wants their quarterback hit on any passing play, especially to start the game. What you're hoping is you have one of those tough guys back there, that sometimes when they get hit early.
And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
At their own 44-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Play action, now it's Lance. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing his Lance on third down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming fourth down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit...
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Virginia Tech, Caleb Farley. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Watson.
Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Watson. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jeffrey Simmons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the 1st down sack. Watson, he's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. From the red zone now, Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Watson looks to throw again. Being chased out left. Completion here to Claypool. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is down to a field goal. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Off of play action, here's Lance. That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Akine with it. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. And, CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. What's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Lance again here on 2nd and 10. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 37. On the give, this is Evans. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On play action, Lance. Forced out to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a first down throw, Watson. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Faking the give, now Watson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Looking deep here for Ebron. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Open man is Jalen Darden. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, it's Watson. Flushed, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Harold Landry in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Another try after the first down sack. Watson under pressure, and they got to him again. Harold Landry, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. 3rd and long, it's Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. Now a throw caught by one of their linemen. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And you don't see the fake field goal often. Here it works for a touchdown.
And sometimes you see it called in the biggest stages. How about a couple of years ago, Packers-Seahawks, and the Seahawks trying to rally, fake field goal, help them win it and go to the Super Bowl.
That's well good with the extra point. The lead is now 14-10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Lance now on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Bullet good on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. This will be caught. It's Samuel. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. Extra point now by Boswell. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Lance. Eluding the pressure right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense. And that
pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Stephon Tuitt, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To try again after the sack, Lance. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. And they'll go for it. Lance. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, Watson. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before the break. Watson. Quick slant, finding Claypool. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
On 2nd and 7, Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Alex Highsmith. It's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. On 3rd and long, it's Lance. That's complete to Westbrook-Ikhine. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Brett Kern now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down. On the handoff, Evans. And some room to maneuver. There he goes, left side.
Gonna make
touchdown, Titans. Darrington Evans with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. Watson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. From the gun, here's Watson. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Chase Claypool with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Steelers have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. That will make this a 4-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago, the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
From the 30 on second down, Lance. And the connection, this is Ryan Izzo, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped-up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Evans. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Lance now to throw. He'll flip this out to Evans. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll try and run for it with Evans. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down now. It's Evans, and he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 39. 94 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Here's Lance. He's got a man. It's Berkshire, the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Lance into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. Oh, no, he lost the football. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Lance now on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Nick Westbrook-Akine. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it. One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Watson. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Boswell for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Evans. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 124 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Steelers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
7 yards to pick up there. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Watson. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is caught inside the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. Back to throw, Watson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are right back in this football game. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw. Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The Lance going to throw. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. Mosley. And the Steelers will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. 2nd and 10. Watson off play action. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Watson winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Throwing now, Watson. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Steelers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 139 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues. They'll run on 1st down with Evans. Now Evans hit and the ball pops free. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Watson's going to throw it here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And the Titans are right back in this football game. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base.
Out of the gun, a give to Evans.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Pittsburgh,
their battle to finish above 500 gets a slight lift as they move to 6-8 on the year.
And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home